Hello everyone, this is SpiderAnyerus here, back at it another with another showcase of another TARDIS. From when we last left off, I took a look at the Homestuck and 1975 TARDIS, basically a double review. And now I am going to be checking out another pretty well made TARDIS, being pretty interesting as it is, including with other variants from configurations with other TARDIS extensions. But right now we're just going to be doing a solo review of the main add-on itself. Today we're going to be looking at the slick wine TARDIS, as you could tell. Sorry if I butchered the name a little bit, but as you could tell, it is a pretty well interesting wardrobe. The exterior of the TARDIS is, of course, a cabinet-like wardrobe with a mirror that is able to be reflected on some surfaces or some maps. So that's pretty neat. The wood grain on it is really neat. I really like how the gray aspect of it is adapt, and it's also a pretty good TARDIS for people who prefer their TARDISes to not be, well, a police box, which makes sense. And the police box is probably the most iconic thing of the TARDIS, but when it comes to actual things in GMOD, you want something that's a bit your own flair. There, not only, but besides that, let me just get my voice a bit more energetic as I go with this. As you can see, we also have some other skins with this. We have, of course, the gray like skin right here. We also have a white variant, which also has a bit more of a texture to it, a bit of a wood grain. If I just switch out my thing. Sorry if I'm holding a recorder here, but as you can see, the wood grain on here is interesting, pretty unique if I say so myself. We also got a more wood variant. The detail on this is amazing, as you can tell. We also have a bit more of another white variant, this time with a number 9 on it. I have no idea what this is a reference to, but it has to be doing something with either a movie or an animation. But so far, this looks pretty neat. A nice little addition if you want a numbering on your little exterior. But anyways, now we're going to be taking a look at the interior. As you can see, we have a pretty well based interior, as you can tell. Now we have the door, very reminiscent of how the modern series does the door, but a bit more of a unique flair with it. We also got, if we look up, we have a bit of the universe, or a bit of the night sky and vacuum of space up there, with a bit of the moon in there. And wow, just wow. The detailing on the scaffolding, which you can no clip and get up on. There is no other rooms in this TARDIS, so I'm sorry if you were hoping this was gonna have extra rooms. Oops. We also go into where the console is. We also not only have the chairs that you can sit on, but we also have these little pillars. Now, of course, this is a 8th Doctor type style, as they can tell. Very unique, very neat. We also have a bit over here. We got a bit of a bookshelf with some books. Oh, a blackboard where you can, or as most people will call it, a chalkboard. We got a, well, a stool for placing stuff, and even two chairs where you can just happily sit on. We even got a bit of that bit of a Wally Easter egg right here, so that's really neat. Some more boxes, another wardrobe, and that's basically it. We also have the front door, of course. But now we get on to the main thing, the inner section of the console, and wow. I'm telling you, the McGann pillars really make this TARDIS feel more atmospheric, including the lighting, as if we go under, you can see it has a bit of a symmetrical glow to it. Anyways, as we got with the console, it's basically your standard, from the looks of it, your standard first to second Doctor console, as you can tell, with with all all the levers. There's the coordinate buttons and all the necessary doodads and whatnot. We even got this side here. The sound effects here are pretty good. In my last video, I demonstrated some features of the TARDIS add-on, of what its base functions are, but so I might as well go over what some of them can do. Example, well, the anti-grabs, for example, which right now it just looks like I'm just standing still, but if I move a bit, you can tell I'm actually floating. I just need to just turn that off, and and then the TARDIS will immediately just fall down. If I just do this a bit more. We also have a bunch more levers and all that. And if we zoom in, we also got the dimensional stabilization, or the force field. We even got a radiation meter, and the destination select, where you can select your destination, as I reviewed before. We also have a bit of the door controls. I did not demonstrate this last video, so I hope this will be suffice for you all, which we can lock. As you can tell, it made its own unique locking sound. I can open the door, and this lever does literally nothing. But still pretty neat for a lot of the different controls, especially if they don't have functions, so you can basically roleplay a lot, and basically have a lot of things to do on this console. We even have this little panel here, with all the wiring and all that. Of course, you might know that this is the same console used for An Adventure in Space and Time, the 50th anniversary documentary for the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. And this is also the same console probably used by not only the first Doctor, during Twice Upon a Time, and the Fugitive Doctor's TARDIS. But as you could tell, the console also has a unique design to it. I love it. The red is mixing in with the black. It's a very unique color scheme, if I do say so myself. As you might already tell, this is a custom TARDIS, as you can tell. This was not originally made in GMOD. This was actually, from what I could tell from my sources, made in Roblox, actually. Like, the original design had a bit of a beam shooting up into the sky up there, but we'll get into that variant later. But overall, this TARDIS's interior is really unique. We also have the virtual console, the HADs, and everything. But enough about that. Let's take a look at the vortex, shall we? Let us just dematerialize. We even have a unique sounding TARDIS takeoff scene. Very cringy and all that, almost like the TARDIS has been through a lot. We even have you see some of the lights flashing. Now, let's take a look at the vortex. Now that is beautiful. Well, we got that beautiful orange vortex streaming through everything with a pulse of energy. Yeah, it's pretty unique. We also can have a better view of it through the flying the TARDIS and spinning around, going to who knows where next. But now we also get to see the TARDIS during during when it's rematerializing. So let me just go back to the place. Use that to the original placement. Let me just do this and rematerialize. Oh yeah, control sequences are on, which I'll also demonstrate a bit since the last two TARDISes we found did not have control sequences, so I'll be demonstrating that feature with here. But I think we have landed. Yes, we have. That is basically the Silkwayne TARDIS in Ovid's Finest. A very unique take on the interior and exterior, and a really great TARDIS. The models and everything are amazing, and I love it, as you can tell. But that's not all. We also have other variants. We can also compare alongside, specifically with just the base one. Here we have an old version, basically, of what this TARDIS looked like before it was had its changes. Here we have this. Yeah. As you can see, we got a bit of a sun, what seems to be a star or a sun, being absorbed through up here and being delved into the console. From what I heard this was changed due to the texturing. Yeah, due to the texturing on it, which is understandable. But as you can see, the beam shoots through up here and into the sky, as you can tell. Usually there would be an orange little thing racing around up here, but that seems to be either been removed or changed. But besides that, everything is basically the same, except for the lighting and all that. That is the old version. We also have a variant that is basically has that sun rotor. Oh look, different texture. But with the new darker lighting, which all in all is really cool. I love the glow on this. It's just beautiful. We even have a version, and then we have the final version, the short rotor version, but with the old lighting. Not bad. Not bad at all. The same lighting on here and everything. Not bad one bit. But that is the Silkwayne TARDIS. So to end this off, I will be showing you a bit of another feature the TARDIS has, which is control sequences. Now, this option is basically, well, like in the show, the Doctor usually, or whoever is playing, usually presses an assortment of controls and levers to get the TARDIS going before they dematerialize. Nice. So control sequences allows you the start of have that familiarity in the show. In GMOD. So example, I press control, select whatever destination I want. Then we got this thing. Now as you can see, the highlight is blank with an orange text, meaning this is the right control that you need to press. If you decide to press the wrong control, the entire control sequence restarts and you have to do the whole thing again. Right? Though not the select destination thing. So there you go. We press that lever. We press this one. And then if we can find it again, we press this lever, the isomorphic control. Makes sense because we do have to make sure all systems are functioning. And the flight lever. Activate that. The vortex flight, and then the throttle. And then we're immediately taking off. Now you do not have to press this again in order to rematerialize. Right? So don't worry about having having to do the whole sequence again just to rematerialize, though I think some versions do that. I have no idea what versions, but we'll take a look at that and when we get to them. And don't worry, you'll be seeing a lot more content from me in terms of not just as Gary's mod relating to content, but also gaming, in which I'll probably have a more upbeat tone about it. Which, believe me, I've been wanting to do that for a while. Anyways, we just land. This sound effect is just amazing. The scene is just amazing. And that is the Silkwine TARDIS. It's a very interesting concept on the whole chameleon circuit thing, and a very amazing and pretty awesome interior indeed. Definitely worth checking out. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to that'd be very appreciated if you would hit the like button. And if you enjoyed this video, thanks a lot. Come on, the appreciation's always needed. I'm just a guy trying to do content. But if you do happen to subscribe, make sure also that you don't forget to hit the bell so that way you don't miss any notifications if you do happen to subscribe. But besides by reminding, this is SpiderAnyerus signing out, and I'll see you later, my creepy crawlies and webheads. See you soon.